Carrillo. A moment. A moment. Contestant number 3, Stephen Carrillo.
What's up? What would you do if you saw me walking down the street? Would you see me for who I was or for who I could be? Would you believe me if I told you that I was one of the top 15 students in service to the community, the entire nation? Would you believe me if I told you that upon graduation of my university, I was awarded one of the highest honors given out by my university? Would you believe me if I told you I was an active leader in my community? See yourself for who you are, and that is all you will ever be. See yourself for who you can become, and you will always exceed your expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, this never became more apparent to me than a specific instance in my life. I grew up around a lot of negative influences. Drugs, gangs, violence, you name it. My high school was even dubbed Crime Ridge by the local newspapers. Oh. I used to hang around a lot of kids who were involved with the Crips. I had begun to lose my dreams, and I had to take a hard look at who I was. You see, when I was a kid, all I ever wanted to do was be a superhero. I wanted to be Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. I wanted to help people. That passion was there. And when I looked at myself and saw who I was, I knew that's not who I wanted to be. So I started to take a step back from that life. But with gangs, the more you step back, the closer they keep their eye on you. They want to see what you're up to. What do you know? I had begun to fear my friends. I was alone in the bathroom, and 3 of them came in. They were headed up by this kid named Mario. He saw me there. He rushed me. He grabbed me by my neck and pushed me up against the wall. He said, "Hey man, I haven't seen you in a long time. You talking smack about us?" "Heard you want to leave, man. Is that true?" And he pushed up harder against my neck. "Are you sure, man?" He looked at me a little longer, trying to intimidate me. "Whatever. You was a punk anyway." And he walked out. At that point in time, 2 things registered in my mind. One was how I was so grateful he had attacked me in a restroom, because I had to pee right after that. And 2, my life had just begun. I had seized my moments. What you have to understand is that I was blessed with courage in that specific instance. I didn't really know what was going on. And that was the point. It is the moment in time where you don't know what the next step in life is going to be that you're given the opportunity for greatness. No one told me that 6 years later I'd graduate from Stetson University with my bachelor's degree in psychology. No one told me that 6 years later I'd be advocating for youth in my community. No one told me that on February 11th, 2012, I would be shaking hands with Mrs. Michelle Obama. That punk kid from Crime Ridge alongside the First Lady of the United States. You see, you not only have to be willing to dream your dream, you have to be willing to run into the unknown to find it. You have to be willing to seize that new job opportunity, seize that moment to travel, seize the opportunity to walk for your Distinguished Toastmaster Award. Throughout the entirety of my pursuit for a higher education, I'll be told that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't devoted enough. I could fill the room with hundreds of individuals who told me that I would never be more than anything than who I was in that current moment. Ultimately, it was me who decided to raise my hand up and wipe that negativity from my life. I decided to clear up the fog so I could clearly see where my objectives were, clearly see my dreams. Ultimately, it was me who looked life in the eye and said, "Beat me down, tear me down, and bring me to my knees, but I can guarantee you that I will get back up again, because this is my life." I looked life in the eyes and said, I will fight when others fold. I will pursue while others retreat. I will conquer while others quit. And I will make right when all else is wrong. Because this was my life, this was my moment, and I was not going to let go. You see, when you walk out of here today, I don't want you to forget this message. I don't want you to forget the idea that you can get to where you want to get. Not because I said it, but because each and every one of you currently live it. The majority of the people in this room are Toastmasters. You had to tell yourself, I want to be a better communicator. And that's why you're sitting in front of me today. So nobody can walk up to me and tell me that they have not seized an opportunity to become better. Each and every one of you have that passion inside of you. Each and every one of you have that flame. When you allow others to see that flame, you unconsciously give them the permission to ignite their own flame, and in doing so, ignite a passion. And then all you have to do is sit back and watch the world shine. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.